Do you ever think making shops over here? Do you see this track here? Yeah.
Yeah.
Breaks off if you go over.
Yeah.
This one branches off.
Uh-huh.
See where you got these houses here?
Yeah.
Could you imagine if you were to convert this into another station platform? You see you got the main track and
Yeah.
this branches off.
Yeah.
If you see further back over there,
Yeah.
you'll see that it also branches off that way.
Yeah. Yes, I do.
Do you think if you made a platform here and then you made these things called social shops, yeah?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Not private rented in a town, you could create new towns of shops that run where the trains just roll up or diverge off the track and come into a station area,
Yeah.
where you've got low cost shops for individuals. Because I noticed one thing in Wyndham, everyone can barely afford to pay the rent as it is and the electricity bill. But if
Yeah.
you were to convert the train tracks,
Uh-huh.
you could have social shops there, couldn't you?
Yeah, you can.
Low cost
Yeah.
shops.
Yeah.
And you can make more of the railway tracks, can't you? And then you
Yeah.
think about these old signal boxes.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I see.
These could be converted as well.
Yeah.
And then if you see further up the track where the other one diverges off and goes to the side there, if you were to shift that over a little bit and put another station up there, you could have social supermarkets. And then the produce that's sold there under the term and condition, that it's going to be a cheap shop, like you want to take a Lidl's for example, because the rent's low, the energy's low,
Yeah.
dotted up with a load of solar trees along the side there.
Yeah.
I think it would look quite nice, and then people would end up going to them as well. And then you don't have the... Because, I mean, in the building of most of these towns and that, and it's evolving and everything else, you don't actually have any more towns, do you?
No.
Have you got any more towns being made?
No.
No. But I wouldn't be giving it to social housing. I'd be giving it to the council, and it stays there.
Yeah.
And this money that is generated from there goes back into the tax pot as opposed to a CEO. Ridiculous. Ridiculous that all of this stuff is sold up and there is nothing else expanding, and then shops that can barely afford to pay their rent and energy have to close their store
Yeah. Yeah.
because of this greed mongering that's going around everywhere. It's quite ridiculous, to be honest. And then you utilize the trains in that way.
Yeah.
How far can you go? If you think about it, if you live in a town somewhere, you can travel to a shop, get on the train and do it.
Yeah.
Make a day of it.
Yeah.
Cafe. Be a bit of an interesting way to do things, I suppose.
Yeah.
Don't know. What do you reckon? It could be done, couldn't it?
Yeah, it could be
And
done.
it could get low energy as well, because you could put solar trees up, which if you take a look at some of the other videos, it's basically a tree, but rather than having leaves, it's got solar panels on it
Yeah.
instead.
Yeah.
Some of these can be shaped to look like leaves. It doesn't matter. It's about generating the power. These things are baked in sunlight as it is. And then if you incorporate the trains to have a clockwork mechanism, you know, like you've got one of those pullback cars,
Yeah.
that when you begin to pull the car back and then you let it go and it flies off.
Yeah.
If you were to put clockwork mechanism in a train, so rather than using brakes, you use all that diesel to get up to speed and then you got to start slowing down, right?
Yeah.
But if you had a clockwork mechanism on the carriage, that if it was timed, say from there, it starts winding a spring.
Yeah.
When it gets to the station and it goes to take off again, if you want to say take off,
Yeah.
it uses the clockwork mechanism. After all, trains take a lot of fuel to get them up to speed. If you had solar trees positioned there, do you reckon that you could make a train that was part diesel and part motor, and off of the solar panels or clockwork mechanism, you could get it back up to speed? Isn't it true
Yeah.
that when learning to drive a car, it's better to miss a few gears
Yeah.
because you save fuel, save the environment.
Yeah.
You do two things at once. I just don't understand what happened to Britain. It used to be quite something for individuals making stuff.
Yeah.
And it used to be quite a pioneer nation, and then it just fell to rubbish. Too many CEOs, too much greed,
Yeah.
way too much. And then everything else that's been built from taxes has been put into other people's pockets. You know, our nations and individuals here have been paying in tax pots, and they started from zero to all of this.
Yeah.
And then there are some individuals with large amounts of money that can buy up to 7,000 houses.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. But yet can't build houses. Why do we sell off all of our stuff that the tax pot made?
Yeah.
Why should it be allowed to be sold?
You shouldn't.
It shouldn't.
No.
Because then there's no more money left in the pot. Well, no kidding. No kidding.
Yeah.
And half of these social landlords don't care. They just care about money, making more money, more profit. The buildings are falling into disrepair. Yet if they'd have built those buildings themselves, they wouldn't be letting them go wreck and ruin.
No.
And then they just stick naughty people in them.
Yeah.
Damaging communities and everything.
Yeah.
It's just terrible, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Anyway, we should leave that one there.
Okay.